Okay, so we're going to be doing Zweiteilige Konnektoren today, which are two-part connectors. So these are also connectors, but two-part. All right. So here, what do I mean by two-part connectors? Either or, neither nor. All right. The more you do this, the better you become. We say that, no? The and the is also a two-part connector. The more you do this, the better you become. Right? Not only this, but also this. Not only, but also. So all of these are two-part connectors. That means we not only have one connector, but also. So I used a two-part connector here. Not only do we have one connector, but also another connector in the same sentence. That is what two-part connectors are. Right? So, wir möchten entweder einen Apfel oder eine Zitrone essen. So, entweder oder is either or. So, we would like to either eat an apple or a lemon. No one eats a lemon. I don't know why they've written this, but consider this as a fruit, right? So, we would like to either eat an apple or a lemon. The opposite of this is weder noch. Mag weder Orangen noch Äpfel. So he likes neither oranges nor apples. Sowohl als auch. Sowohl als auch means, and don't worry, I've written the meanings over here, all of them for you. There are 6 that we're going to be doing in total, right? So all of the meanings are here. So sie mag sowohl Orangen als auch Äpfel. Now sowohl als auch has two meanings. You can say as well as. In English, that's one phrase. In German, we separate it. Or you can also say both and also. Both will be sowohl, also will be and also. Okay, so she likes oranges as well as apples, or she likes both oranges and also apples. Ich habe zwar viel Geld, aber leider keine Freunde. Zwar aber, zwar means though, aber means but. So I have a lot of money, or though I have a lot of money, but unfortunately no friends. Whenever we use zwar aber, you'll see there's something negative being said first and then positive, or it could be the other way around also. Something positive is being said first and then something negative is being said. That's zwar and aber. Okay. Je mehr Geld ich habe, desto mehr kaufe ich. Now this is exactly like the this, the that. Okay, the more you do this, the better you become. The less you do this, the that you become. So in English we say the and the only, but in German we have two different terms. We have je and desto. So je mehr Geld ich habe, desto mehr kaufe ich. And here you have to use the comparative form. What is the comparative form? If you remember, we learned comparative superlative, right? Jung, junger, jungsten. Alt, älter, ältesten. Interessant, interessanter, interessantesten. Right? So mehr is also a comparative form. Right? Viel, mehr, am meisten. Okay? Much, more, most. So you have to use the comparative form here. If you don't do that, we can't build a sentence with either. So here your comparative superlative revision is also very important. Okay. Zwar aber, nicht nur, sondern auch is another one that I'll come to. Entweder oder, sowohl als auch, weder noch, jedes. These are your 6 connectors. Nicht nur, sondern auch is exactly like sowohl als auch. Nicht nur, sondern auch means not only, but also. So you can also say, no, that like here, she likes oranges as well as apples. We can also say she likes not only oranges, but also apples. Both have the same meaning, right? The same construct, right? There's a slight difference between both of them. I'm not going to tell it to you right now because it'll just end up confusing you, right? Both of them are very similar to each other. Now, once again, here we have to focus on the verb positions. Before we go to the verb positions, just take a minute and pause it over here, pause the class here, and just go through the meanings once. Properly, thoroughly revise them. Pause it here. Once you're done, we'll move forward. All right. Zweiteilige Konjunktionen or Konnektoren, whatever you wish to call it. Hier mit zweiteiligen Konjunktionen verbindet man zwei Hauptsätze. So in this situation, since we have two-part connectors, one connector is in the first sentence, the other is in the second sentence, both the sentences are called Hauptsätze. Earlier on when we were learning connectors, one was the Hauptsatz, the other was the Nebensatz, if you remember. Alright. So, when you think of it that way, those were the main sentence and the next sentence because there was only one connector. But here we have two. So we will consider both as main sentences only because both the connectors have equal value, no? So both will be main sentences. If you wish to, you can call them Hauptsatz, Nebensatz also. It really doesn't matter. Logically speaking, it doesn't matter. Okay. Zweiteilige Konjunktionen geben Informationen über zwei Möglichkeiten oder Alternativen. So they give information about two possibilities or alternatives. What does that mean? Every single Zweiteilige Konnektor has kind of a usage, right? A function. Funktion. You'll see that entweder oder has the function of giving an Alternative. Ich gehe heute entweder ins Fitnessstudio oder spiele Tennis. So either I'll go to the fitness studio, that's the gym, or I'll play tennis. Jedesto. Jedesto is Vergleich. Like here we were choosing between alternatives. I'll either go to the gym or play tennis. With Vergleich, it's a comparison. The more I train, the better I become. Okay? So, this I do, that I become. If I don't do this, I won't become this. A comparison is being done. Vergleich. Nicht nur, sondern auch, sowohl als auch. Both are doppelte Aufzählung. Aufzählung is like kind of items that are part of a list. So, doppelte means double. So, here we will have two of those, list items kind of. We are going to list two things. Like Gemüse ist nicht nur gesund, sondern auch lecker. So vegetables are not only healthy but also tasty. What did we list? Two characteristics. Gesund, lecker. Sowohl als auch, same thing. Ich war sowohl in der Sauna als auch im Schwimmbad. I was in the sauna as well as the swimming pool. Two places, sauna, swimming pool. Weder noch. Negative Aufzählung. Here also we have two items but we are not going to be choosing either of them. Negative. Ich mag weder Fußball noch Tennis. I don't like football and I don't like tennis either. How will we term it? I like neither football nor tennis. Zwar aber. As I told you with zwar aber, positive, negative or negative, positive. It can be the other way around also. So ergibt sich zwar viel Mühe, aber ist einfach ungeschickt. So this is kind of a complicated sentence. What we are saying here is sich Mühe geben. This is a phrase that we use. It means to what can I say? Like to make effort. Alright, that's the best way I can put it in English. No other translation would work here. To make effort would be the best way to put it. So though he makes a lot of effort, but he is still, einfach here means still, awkward, ungeschickt. So he is an awkward person, maybe socially awkward or something. So we are saying that even though he makes effort, but still he is awkward. There's no improvement. So positive, negative. So he is making effort, positive, but still he is awkward, negative. So positive, negative. Right? These are the functions. Once again, pause over here and take a look. Alright, coming to the verb positions, which is the most important thing. With two-part connectors, you have options. Like you can say, Gemüse ist nicht nur gesund, sondern es ist auch lecker. So you can say vegetables are not only healthy, but also they are tasty. Or but they are also tasty. Now what did I say in English? I can say vegetables are not only healthy, but they are also tasty. Or I can say Vegetables are not only healthy but also tasty. Once I said, but they are also tasty, and second sentence I said, but also tasty. Both are correct. I'll repeat it for you once again. Vegetables are not only healthy but also tasty. Vegetables are not only healthy but they are also tasty. Both sentences are fine. Similarly, you can do this in German also. You can omit, Entschuldigung, the subject and the verb out. That's why I've written them in brackets. You do not need to write them, but if you do, you will write the subject first and then you will write the verb. S will come first, then ist. In the Hauptsatz 1, you obviously have to write the verb, Entschuldigung, at the second position. No other option. In the Hauptsatz 2, you can omit it. Similarly, we have weder noch. Here also, second position. But when we come to the second sentence, when we write with noch, we have to write with the subject and the verb if you wish to. You can also omit it out. Like he likes neither football nor does he like tennis. Or I can say he likes football nor tennis. Both are correct. So you can omit mag and er. But notice here the verb comes first and the subject comes second. So it's the opposite. Here the subject was coming first, verb second. And you have to learn these. It's not like, we are writing them in brackets, we don't need to write them, so we're not going to learn it. You have to learn it because sometimes in some sentences, if you don't speak with the subject and verb, just the sentence sounds very weird. So it's always better to learn, right? Memorize this, don't leave it out. Here, with entweder oder and zwar aber, both of these, you have two options. You can either write entweder in the middle of the sentence or you can write it in the starting. Same with zwar. Okay. And then with oder and aber, you have to use the rules that we use with oder and aber, which I already told you in A1 and A2. With oder, you always have the liberty to omit the subject. You don't need to write it. But with aber, you have to write the subject also and the verb also. And with und, oder, aber, always the subject comes first, then the verb comes. So, ich spiele, ist, like that. So, ich gehe heute entweder ins Fitnessstudio oder ich spiele Tennis. Entweder gehe ich heute ins Fitnessstudio oder spiele Tennis. Oder ich spiele Tennis. You have two options. See how gehe remains at the second position only. Entweder changes its position from the first to middle. Same thing with zwar. Gibt will remain second only. Gibt sich zwar viel Mühe, aber ist einfach ungeschickt. Zwar gibt sich viel Mühe, aber ist einfach ungeschickt. So, gibt remains second. These are your zweiteilige Konnektoren. Now, very easy exercise for you. This is the first exercise, right? Would have wanted to do in the class, obviously, but right now you can complete it on your own. You have to match the sentences verwendet die passenden Sätze. So, whatever sentence you feel this matches with from this list, you will match it. You can like highlight it in a certain color. Like if you think this matches with orange, like this sentence, so you put it in orange like this. Okay, or you can just write the numbers next to it, whatever floats your boat. Übung 2. Try doing Übung 2. Here you have 4 fill in the blanks and you have 4 connectors. Zweiteilige Konnektoren. You have to read the sentences and then use one in each sentence according to obviously logic and meaning. Okay. My suggestion would be to read all of the sentences first and then do this exercise, because if you go one by one, you can get very confused. Read all the sentences, understand the meanings of all the sentences first, and then do this. That is Übung 2 and then Übung 3. If you have time, you can attempt to do this, okay, because I really don't have any other option right now. Okay, would have preferred to do this in the class, but then again, if you do this and you face any doubts, just let me know. How we do this is, as you can see, I've pasted the sentence for you just for reference. Okay, either or you can write in the beginning also and then the middle also. First, translate to English. Wherever you're writing either in English, write it in the same way in German also. Okay, Sometimes what happens is there's only one way to write. With most of the sentences, you can write in both the ways. Either can be either in the beginning or the middle. But with some sentences, it can only be in one place, either the beginning or middle. That is why I'm telling you always translate. And whatever translation fits best, go for it. Here, let's do a few sentences. Ich bekommen mehr Geld, ich sich kündigen. Okay, so we're saying that either I get more money or I quit. Sich kündigen means to quit. So we can say either I get more money, as I told you. Right now, here, if I say I get either more money or I quit, that sounds a bit weird, right? Either I get more money or I quit. That sounds better. So either should come first. That's why I told you always translate to English. Entweder bekomme ich, second position verb, mehr Geld, oder ich kündige mich. Reflexive verb. So we'll write it like this. Okay. Du deine Freundin anrufen, sie dich verlassen. You call your friend, she leave you. That's what we're saying here. Connected with the connector, either you call your friend or she will leave you. Either you call your friend or she will leave you. Right? So once again, you call either your friend. That sounds weird, no? So once again, we'll write entweder first. Entweder rufst du deine Freundin an oder sie verlässt dich, or she will leave you. So this is how I expect you to do the rest of the exercise. 5 more sentences, not a lot over here, right? Attempt to do this. Once you're done with this, you can give Jugendnummer 4 a go, right? Here we have to do completion of the sentences. Beende die Sätze, right? So the more I sleep, the more energized I am. Something like that, okay? The more fish one eats, the more protein one gets, okay? Anything along the lines of that. You have to complete the sentence. But here, please remember, whenever we write with ye desto, we have to be careful and we have to take care of the verb position. And what is the verb position here? It's going to be ye mehr ist trainiere. So after mehr, you will have the subject, then the verb. And then with desto, you will write the comparative form once again. Then you will write the verb and then the subject. So in the Hauptsatz 1, the normal thing is happening. The subject comes first, then the verb. In the Hauptsatz 2, the verb comes first and the subject comes last. It's like that. So we're doing the opposite. So when you write the sentence, you have to make sure your verbs are in the correct position. This is a very good exercise for vocab practice as well as all of the other stuff, right? The grammar, everything. Okay. All right. Let me know once you're done with this. Drop me a message on WhatsApp. All right. Take care of yourself. Cheers.